Paris's historic former stock exchange, the setting for a two-day summit hosted by the French president, aimed at discussing ways to modernise the world's financial system to make it fairer for developing nations struggling with debt and the climate emergency.
Inequalities are on the rise. Climate vulnerability is adding further risk, and our world is subject to ever-increasing shocks.
What is required of us now is absolute transformation and not reform of our institutions. And that transformation is required because while the world knew since the 1890s that we were facing the warming of the climate, we chose not to heed the advice of scientists.
Leaders are discussing proposals to reform financial lending institutions, including the World Bank and International Monetary Fund, to give developing countries more say. They're also looking at ways to increase private and public investment in poorer nations and expand green financing. At the end of this summit, leaders are expected to deliver what they call a roadmap for change. But some activists say that promises and good intentions simply are not enough to address the urgent needs of developing countries. This activist says developed countries need to step up and take responsibility.
It's not lack of awareness anymore. Everybody wants a cleaner, green environment. But where is the money? And the reason they are developing country because they don't have resources. And rich countries have to get that. And we don't see that perspective really coming out clearly from rich countries, that we need to provide a helping hand, and especially recognizing it's the rich countries who have caused the problem in the first place. It's their development model.
Emmanuel Macron says no country should have to choose between tackling poverty or fighting climate change. Few would disagree, but unless wealthier countries do more to help, poorer nations will continue to face difficult choices. Natacha, Butler, Jazeera, Paris.